The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast.
Shit.
You know who this is. Man, listen, man. Let's start. You know I got a story for everything.
Man.
We gonna start. Hey, we live. We recording?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Man, we live.
Good. Feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
Man, welcome to the Streets A&R Podcast, man.
Mm-hmm.
We was just vibing, setting the mood.
Mm-hmm.
I had to first set it off with a little fight song. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why nobody used that song as an entrance. My nigga Baby King Vent, man, with Kendrick. And then
I don't think we heard it.
man, see, I'm not doing my
part of
job.
the problem.
That's my job as an A&R. I got you. And then kicked it off with my boo Rhapsody. So funny story.
Story time.
Story time with E again. So I remember going to the concert. So I'm like, yo, Rhapsody playing in Lincoln and Bourbon. So I'm going. I hit some people up on Facebook. I was just like, yo, anybody trying to roll? So two of the hungers like, yeah, I'll roll with you. And then so we go down there to Lincoln for the show. I can't remember who opened, but she was headlining this show. And I want to say Saw Rock. I think Saw Rock was, I believe Saw Rock opened for her. Another phenomenal female MC. Gorgeous. Greatest talking voice in the history. She need to do ebooks. But
Y'all see me getting on my phone. I'm not looking up to
Yeah.
see who Ciroc is.
Yeah. So I'm in the show, right? So I meet my homegirl down there. My homegirl, she identifies, I think, as queer. So she like Rhapsody as well. And this is going to be important for later. So I'm in the show. I'm like dead center. I remember I got my Chasing Luxury suit on. This is back when I was a little more fit. So I could fit my Chasing Luxury jumpsuit. And I'm in the crowd like, just I ain't gonna lie, Johnny. I was eye sexing her so hard, just dead center. I'm one of the tallest dudes in there, and guess what? She gave him to me back, and I know I'm like I ain't tripping. I tapped my homegirl, and I was like, "Yo, am I tripping or she on me too?" She's looking. She's like, "No, I think she on you, dog." So I come after the show. I done made a little story, and then I made a post. No, she was there with Big Crit. That's that show. She was there with Big Crit, and so I made a post after the show. Guess who slid in my comment section? With the hearts.
No, she didn't.
Man, listen, I got proof there's proof in this pudding over here.
Screenshot
You
it.
know what I'm saying? I ain't have to. It's there. It ain't deleted.
Hey, screenshot it in the
Yeah.
favorite
You
section.
know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. And I tagged that in my favorites.
That's
But
funny.
no, she was there. I'm like, yeah, you saw it. I tagged her. I know she was looking for me. I had did my little thing. I had to make sure she saw who I was when I did my story.
Yeah.
Tagged her. Then I was she in my comment like, yeah. Rhapsody, we gotta do a show. That's all this business
All right.
is now. But my homegirl, when she gonna tell, she sent me a picture after the show. I'm driving back to Omaha. Her and Rhapsody eating breakfast. I'm like, you punk, you knew what it was. You hating right now. You blocking. You could have called me, but I had people in the car with me. But that's beside the point. She didn't know that. You could have called me, let me know what was up, man. People greedy, man. Blocking my blessings.
Blocking your blessings.
But it's all good, man. Shout out to Rhapsody for actually rapping and doing what she do. Great music. Can't wait for the next project, man.
Man, going crazy.
Yeah, she be in there. Michelle is still one of my favorite uplifting party songs. You know, we out here, man. Johnny, how you feeling, brother?
Man, I'm feeling better than last week. Still right now trying to hold in a cough, but outside of that, we good, man.
Yeah, my man was down and out. He just sat here and thugged it out.
Man,
Oh, man.
all bad. All bad last week.
But yeah,
Why you feeling better?
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Thank
So
you.
we got us a good show today, man. We got us another guest in the house. I know y'all love us when it's just us, but y'all love the guests. Y'all here see who we touting, who we putting on, and who helping us put on. So
Appreciate it.
yeah, man, we got the homie here, phenomenal woman, Obama, who will knock your ass out. She is about to make her pro debut in professional boxing, ranked number 1 amateur heavyweight
Yeah.
in the world, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And now is stepping into the pro ranks, going right into the fire.
Yep.
Ain't no ducking, no smoking. They weight class in women's boxing. Somebody who also is a person of the people out here in the community and a representative for all women and female, especially when it comes to arts and sports.
Yeah.
Talking none other than our girl Bri Parker in the house.
Hey.
Yeah,
Hey, everybody.
yeah. So I think this will be all right before the fight. Are you nervous? What's up with the fight, man? How are you feeling?
Man, I'm not nervous. I probably will be closer to the date, but I'm just focused right now. Just locked in. Yeah. So I'm at that stage.
So I'm gonna ask, what's been, if any, what's been the biggest adjustment now with coming from amateurs and knowing you stepping into the pro ranks and knowing you stepping up quick with the lack of depth in y'all's division in y'all sport?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like my journey has prepared me for this moment because even, me starting boxing later in life, I had to be thrown into national tournaments. So I was always fighting the best of the best as I was learning and growing. So I'm just kind of playing off of my experience, and I was able to execute then. So just going to execute now. Like you said, unfortunately, there's no build up. There's no step up. A lot of the males have that advantage where there's so many boxers that they can kind of build up their career. But if you want to fight, you have to fight anyone, and no matter what. And in our weight class, they're all good. So so if I wanted to fight, I've been trying to look for an opponent since January when I turned pro. So we're almost at the end of the year. So I'm not getting any younger, so we got to just dive in there.
Yeah,
that's what I'm about to do.
For sure, man. We gonna be excited. It's funny because I put on Omaha is terrible. I was put on a post. I was on a mini rant. I've been off Facebook for a while. I'm always off Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't post that much. So when I post, I say something. I posted and it was like, all these events going on. I put a Septemberfest with the fights. Omaha so terrible. They thought I was talking about the damn kids fighting outside.
Oh.
I was like, no, the sanctioned boxing matches is what I meant.
Yes.
I had like 2 or 3 people like, laugh out loud the fights.
Yeah.
Like, no, I was not talking about.
No, not
I'm not
the little kids being a little ratchet. No.
So with you being in the gym and being a part of like B&B boxing, how is it getting your ass whooped by Bud?
Dang, we're just gonna jump right on in there, huh? Like, well,
It's a podcast. We gotta get our views up. Unfortunately, we ain't got 100 subscribers. But how is it? Literally, she's sparring Bud Crawford.
Yeah,
pound for pound, number 1 in the world.
Yeah, it's not fun to say the least. It's not fun. I literally was gonna make a Facebook post, but I don't like to get into the politics of things. You know how people take what you say and run with it. But I was literally like, I see why Errol Spence is ducking him. Like, that man is dangerous. Like, oh my goodness. Like, he scales down for me. I'm a woman. You know what I mean? And
I'm surprised because I done heard stories of him busting his sister in the chest and shit where he ain't scaled down at all.
But let me explain. You didn't let me finish. But it's like his scale down is still up here. Like, it still hurts a lot. And so I'm like, he's like, but I took it easy on you. I'm like, I don't think you comprehend how to like take it easy on somebody. Like, those punches hurt. So there was literally blood and tears during this training camp. But I was frustrated because I'm like, what's the point of you just kicking my ass like this? Like, what? I don't see the benefit of getting my ass kicked like this. Like, it's bad for my ego. How is it making me better? Because I need to know. That's just how my mind works. And he was like, he really broke it down. And that's when I knew, like, he does care. He does want me to succeed. He just has a different way of showing it. But he basically was like, listen, you don't play boxing. This is a sport where you can lose your life. You know what I mean? Like, that person, that opponent in there is trying to take you out. And so you need to be prepared. Every different scenario, everything. I'd rather you be prepared when you step into that ring, then, I'll feel better. And I was like, you know what? Dang, that makes so much sense. So I'm going through it in camp, inspiring him, but I had to think, like, there's no other woman that hits as hard as him. You know what I mean? There's no other woman that's as quick as him. That's, so it's like, if I can handle this, I'm not scared of any woman on this planet. So I'll be prepared to fight anybody. So he was my only sparring partner for this camp. So I'm really, really anxious to see how that transpires, in the ring.
Yeah, she was ducking me. I had to get off because I done hit some of the big dudes. I done messed them. They won't get back in there. Like, my bad, y'all. Well, they be throwing at me, so. But no, man, I think it's more important to be battle tested, and people forget that your training has to be worse than the war. Yep, it has to be. Yeah, because you have to learn to. That is a part of ego, is to learn to tame it and to reel it back. Yeah, and to realize that this is preparation. What are you gonna? It's more about your response than anything. How are you gonna respond? Exactly. You gonna stay down, or are you gonna get your ass up and keep it moving? Yeah. So that has to be a part of training. Like, it has to be a breakdown in any real process of anything. If it's not breaking you down, tearing you down to a point where you have to find something else, another gear, another mode to get into to continue, then you're not ready for the war part of what you're getting into. Exactly. And you can't just get in there. I'm not trying to I did it, great. I'm trying to dominate. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be a world champion. So that's a whole nother level that my gym is trying to prepare me for. So yeah. Yeah, man. With that, since this is your first fight, you ain't getting paid from boxing yet. So no, I ain't. You are a working woman, a working mom. Yeah. How have you been able to balance yourself? Yeah. And I like to say, you can't. There's no such thing as time management. You can manage yourself in time. Yep. Time is what you do with that in those time frames. So, right. How have you been able to manage yourself in time, balancing a budding boxing career, being a mother full time, and being a working woman? Yeah. Yeah, I actually have 2 careers on top of being a mother. So I started a wellness business called Brittany's Balance for this same topic. Like, it's about balancing, and what I've learned is I custom my lifestyle to contribute to each part of my life that I thought was important. That's, family, God, boxing, my community, my work. And so my lifestyle is very structured. But I do a little bit every day, and then it literally, all those little pieces add to a bigger goal. And so it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle change. If you want to be great, you got to be disciplined. You got to be consistent. So I consistently go to work every day. I work out before work, go to work, immediately after work, get my son, we go to the gym. After the gym, we get dinner, we settle down, we do it all over again. And that's like Monday through Friday. Sunday, train, kind of a little lighter. And then Sunday is like family day. It's like, okay, it's our reward for being consistent all through the week. And that's kind of what I do 365, might throw a little vacation in there sometimes, but how my mind work is, once I reach this reward, I can live the lifestyle that I want to, but we in grind mode right now. So that's sacrifice. A
a lot of family, a lot of friends don't understand that. So at times it's lonely, but I'm just thinking of the bigger picture. So you just gotta want it. Like, what do you want more? Do you want to succeed, or you want to kick it? You know what I mean? That's temporary to me. Like, I'm thinking about generational wealth, legacy. That's where I live in. So my lifestyle structures that and mirrors that.
Yeah, I see most people want to kick it, but I see the posts. People struggling just to go to work.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get that to me. Like, I don't get that. When I go to work, I have a goal. Like, yeah, I want to be great at my job, but my goal, I have goals. You know what I mean? And I think that people they're walking through life aimlessly. Like, they don't even have. If I ask them, like, hey, what's your 5-year plan? They not even own that, and that's weird to me. Like. So it's really catering your life to what you want it to be. Because when I realized that at a young age, like, oh, okay, life is what I make it. Of course, we're all born into different circumstances, but we all have free will, and we all have skills and abilities to get us out whatever situation we are. It's your choice, So when I learned that, I start locking in. Like, and my journey has been very difficult for whatever reason, but I ain't gonna stop. So that's why my lifestyle, they help each other, because I catered it to that. Like, the better I do at boxing, the better I do at work. You know what I mean? I'm one of their best employees. I'm not gonna call in. I'm not gonna get tired. I'm not going to stop. I'm driven. When things are not going to, shake me, like, so it all works together.
Yeah, man. I'm big on everything's a choice.
Yeah.
Everything's a choice.
Right.
Not saying we're not conditioned for some of our choices.
Right.
The quicker we accept that it's a choice, the quicker we accept where we're at, and the quicker we can start to then at least think
Move
about
forward.
doing something else.
Exactly. But you're not even in that thought process. You're just making excuses. It's everybody else's fault but yours.
Yeah.
But you play a part in your own demise.
It's funny because I always wanted to do like sports psychology and research, and I actually did my capstone on programming for student athletes and mental health. And I said it's just something I noticed with me going through as an athlete. One of the biggest issues with I would see with a lot of times with my teammates is a goal setting and having a plan. And most of us coming from the neighborhoods we come from, where we're just trying to make it out, going to college was our goal.
Yep.
And it's not a bad goal.
Right.
The problem is you get to college and you have achieved that goal and you have not another goal.
Yeah.
And without that next goal, you just go through the motion. So it means, you pass your classes. You might be good enough. You're going to try to go pro, kind of.
Right.
But I even saw a difference in those who truly wanted to go pro and how the different work ethic. But then those who knew they may not be going, but they had no other goal. So they passed these classes. You got a degree in something.
Right.
Random, but now you can't do anything, but you don't know what to do next.
Right.
So you just kind of going through whatever, get a little job, you just kind of maintaining, right?
Yep.
And that's been, at least they had something to fall on, but most people don't even have that. And that goal setting and not dreaming.
No.
But goal setting.
And make action items. So every single year, you know how they do those vision boards. I don't do that. I make action plans. I'm going to do it. Like, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time because I'm putting forth the effort and the work, right? So I list out 4 or 5 things that I'm going to do, and then I say, how am I going to do that? And then it's a plan. It's almost like a contract that you write with yourself. Like, okay, when I told you custom your lifestyle, that's how I based it off of, based off those goals. And then usually at the end of the year, I'll accomplish everything that I wanted to. And then you reset, you make new goals. So you're constantly growing. Biggest thing that people like, you keep elevating, like you're never in the same spot. Every time I, reconnect with you, it's like, that's my plan. It's very simple. that's just what I go by, because in my life I didn't have mentors and people pouring into me. I didn't have that. So I just had to research and figure it out, like how I'm going to get out of my situation, out of my struggle, because sadly a lot of my elders are still in that struggle. You know what I mean? And I'm not even talking about financially, but mentally. You know, they're still trapped in the hurt and pain and their childhood trauma. You can't even move forward if you haven't addressed that.
So, you got some?
Oh man, listen, I got a lot of questions.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that, you know, just your journey in its own self is unique, you know, getting started in boxing later in life. Like, how did you decide to get started with boxing, and what made you want to pursue this as a career path?
Yeah, so, I mean, I got started in boxing because it was just a positive outlet. I talked about just some of the things that I've been through. I was struggling because I was like, there got to be something better, but I didn't know what that was. I didn't know what that looked. I just knew I wanted better for myself. You know, I was a teen mom. I was frustrated with myself because of my decisions, and I was left to figure it out. It was like, you grown now, figure it out. You know, kind of threw me out to the wolves, and I wasn't equipped to be in the world. You know, but I had to figure it out, right? So 18 on my own, I was mad. There was a lot of anger. I didn't make this kid by myself. Why am I raising this kid by myself? You know, family and friends wasn't there. Like, dang, y'all was there to turn up, but I need a babysitter to go to work. I can't find nobody, you know. Frustrated with the system, the government. I already seen very early on it's a trap, welfare, all that. I didn't want to be a part of that, but I didn't know nothing else. Like, so that just left a lot of anger. All that, you know, that's a lie, right? And so it's so crazy because my attitude started changing. I started being bitter, and like, I'm really like calm, like who you see now, that's really who I am. But I changed into something else because I didn't have nowhere to put all this, you know, anger, bitterness, all this. So then they said go to church. I got hurt at the church. I'm like, man, I don't know what to do. Like, you know, so I was really in a state of confusion, really. And my uncle was like, you need to go to the gym. Bud just opened up a gym, and it was right down the street from my house. I was like, man, I need to lose some weight. I can hit the bag, whatever. And I went in there, and I think they tested me because they was like, you don't look like no fighter. Like, you don't want to fight. And I was like, yes, I do. And I didn't necessarily wanted to compete because I didn't know what that meant or whatever, but I just wanted them to show me how to fight. Like, and they kind of threw me in there. They threw me in there. It was like in the ring and had me spar. And from there, I kind of just fell in love with it. And it's like, it was literally gave me an adrenaline rush. Like, what? I can feel terrible going to this gym, feel amazing. You know what I mean? Like, I just kind of got addicted to that, you know, was losing weight. And then there was like, if you want to compete, there's this tournament. And I was like, in my head, I was just trying to prove them wrong. Like, yeah, I'm a fighter. And that's kind of how my journey started. I went to my first tournament and I won second place. Like that, they were just like, you got something, you should stick with boxing. Like, I didn't have like the skill or the technical skills, but like I had heart. I didn't quit. And the heart, like when she hit me, I was coming back at her. Like, I'm coming to get you. And it was like, you should stay. You should stick with the sport. And that's kind of how my journey started. And then like I got into the ring and I got better. And like I went to therapy and I was healing. And like, I was like, oh my gosh, I think I found something here. You know what I mean? And then like, as I got better, I physically got stronger, mentally got stronger, because they was on me. Like, they was like, you're a pretty good girl, but you need to get mentally strong. That's where the brand Mentally Attractive came from, actually, because they were just like, you need to be mentally as strong as you look physically, as you know what I mean? And I was just like, at first I thought they were mean, but then I sat with it. I'm like, they're right. But it's because everything I've been through, you know what I mean? I was on, and it's like, you're right, I do. And so boxing changed my life. Like, it definitely gave me all the skills I was lacking. And how else was I going to get these skills? Because nobody was teaching me or telling me. These were the first people that was straight up with me. Like,
what's some of the skills that you think you gained from training in boxing? Because I don't know you like that, but I have seen you around over the past couple years. So I seen the transformation, confidence, the grow up, the glow up, all of that. So like, what's some of the skills that boxing kind of transferred over into your personal life that helped with your growth and development?
Yeah. So I mean, drive, motivation, consistency, and being transparent. Like, I think those are the things that just built on other things that, you know, maybe skills I already had. But I think those things they were the first people that were like, look in the mirror type thing. You know what I mean? Like, no, your life is that way because of this. And I was like, no, it's because of this. And I've been through this. And you don't know me. You don't know what I've been through. We'll literally have these like...
We be on her ass.
Yes. Like, we would have these little conversations. I was like, no. And then, you know, and then it was... I thought they were just so mean and so like, why would they do this? But now I know they care about me. And they cared about me. But you got... Like, it became like a place where like, wow... Like, you know what I mean? I never had men pour into me like that. Yep. And it was definitely a different, beautiful transformation. And it's where, you know, because it's no other intention, you know what I mean? Like, you get the good. So it's like, okay, let me straighten up, tighten up a little bit. And it became like a brotherhood. I think that's what attracted me too, because they're all like, it's family down there. Like, they rock with each other. They look out for each other, wrong, right, indifferent. They got each other back, and I've never seen that before. It's always been like some fake, you know what I mean? Like some shady stuff with family, with friends. My experience, I never seen solid people that rock with each other. So I think that's a skill that I took with me. Like, you got to be solid. You got to stand on your word. You can't be, you know, say this and do another thing. Like, they was on me. So between that, I took that and I was like, something clicked. Like, dang, everything I'm learning, I need to apply in everyday life. And so that's what I did. Like, my work ethic was unmatched. You know what I mean? I need to step it up. You know, I need to look the part. I need to be the part. I truly fell in love with bettering myself for myself. And I think that's the best thing that happened to me with boxing. That's why it's like, yes, I want to compete and I want to win these world titles and everything. But what I tried to say, the message is like, it's bigger than that. Like, I want people to realize, like, your dream is attainable. But sometimes, especially in Black culture, you gotta do it first. You know what I mean? You gotta have the money. You gotta have before they even listen. But my message has been the same. Like, y'all need to get yourselves really right. You know what I mean? Like, we need to really stop tearing each other down. We need to really start supporting each other, loving each other. But that starts with self. So I just feel like this is bigger than me. If I can't get my generation, maybe a younger generation, now I'm coaching. Down there, I'm literally giving back. I wouldn't say my experience wasn't always positive, but I felt like it's all made me better. And now what I'm doing now is giving back in a genuine way. You know what I mean? So.
And you could tell that you get a lot of joy from it. So that's the most important part. Yeah. I guess if I was to ask one last question, as far as you talked about just family and friends not understanding the dedication and discipline that it takes of having a schedule and adhering to your constant growth, how is that transferred over into love life? Like, Are you able to find somebody to match your energy? Do you find it more distracting to be with somebody? How is that transferred over into love life?
Man, I was single for 6 years because I couldn't find it, the people just wasn't understanding, and they wanted a relationship to be all about them, and I can't give you that. I can't give you all of me. I got things I'm working towards, but I did find someone that understands, not only understands, but helps and support. So that's what it's about. I realized, like, wow, and it just works. It's like I'm dating my best friend because he really just gets it. I don't have to explain anything. I don't have to, like, it's not, you're always busy, you're always it's nothing. It's none of that. Like, grind. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I mean, I'm just blessed in that way, I guess.
You better not have no nigga worrying about you always busy. Boy, if you don't get your bitch ass, go be busy, nigga.
Hey, listen.
Hey, I didn't had a few.
So we ain't gonna act like that. That's the homie. We ain't gonna act like that. That's my guy right there. You know what I'm saying?
I wish he would. I'm like, boy, if you don't go be busy.
Hey, listen.
Hey, I had
when you come from a good family, you don't gotta worry about that.
Yeah.
They family good.
What they got to do with you as an individual? Don't.
They know what love is. They know what love is.
I got you, but go get busy.
Hey, I didn't had some lanes.
Yeah.
I didn't have some lanes, so I'm super blessed that he come from a good family, a good stock.
That's my guy.
I think that's what gravitated to me. I was like, wait, what? Y'all don't argue? Y'all don't
kicking it.
Be like hanging.
Man, treat me like
y'all love each other. Like y'all love each other. So yeah, it's just, and I was like, man, I won't. That saying where if you don't come from a healthy family, make sure a healthy family come from you. Mm-hmm. So, I'm at that age where I'm like, I'm trying to settle down. You know what I mean? So those qualities that I needed, he definitely possessed. But I think the biggest thing, if I can tell anybody, because I really felt, I was literally like in gratitude mode. Like, I'm thankful. My life, I'm super blessed. Like, got success, got love, I got everything that I need. You know what I mean? So, but it starts with yourself. Mm-hmm. If I didn't take that 6 years while I was, when I started boxing and healing and stuff, if I didn't take that, I would have ran this man off. You know what I mean? So
you tried to use your boxing skills on him.
She would have been out here looking like Kriya in blue face.
Yeah, like you better stay with me. Trying to hold on, but now I don't. It's just genuine. He loved me. I love him. I don't gotta be nothing but myself. And so you gotta work on you. A lot of people like focus like some women really just focus on getting a man. I'm like, you don't got no other goals in life. You're not gonna get a man because they want women that got goals, and you know what I mean. But that's why I said check out Brittany's Balance. I'm trying to teach y'all how to have this lifestyle. You can literally have whatever you want.
Or if you do want just a man, you better represent that in yourself and know how to attract the people who just want a woman. And like you better figure it out real quick. You better figure out which road you want. I'm just saying, figure out which road you want to take and be that. Don't be in a city like Omaha talking about. I'm unfortunately talking about you want a millionaire, mama. We ain't got no protein. You need to move. I'm just gonna give you practical advice. You should move.
You should move.
About 3 proteins with a lot of.
You should move, and you got to be ready. You got to be ready for that because that's a whole nother role you gonna have to play.
Right. So just be prepared. You want be decent. You want a decent human being with you? Be a decent human being.
That's not what people be on though.
Oh, then you move around from them. It ain't that difficult. Don't force a square peg into a round hole is what they tell
that's what I'm trying to learn. That's my life lesson right now. Like that's where I'm at in life is like, stop forcing things and people and situations. If it ain't meant to be, it ain't meant to be.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm trying to think. So you got a fight coming up.
Yes. I need everybody's support.
Who's the opponent?
Don't
worry about it. Monique
Harris.
Monique Harris.
And she's not a scrub. Like she's ranked.
Yeah.
She's fought for world titles. She's got experience. So we gonna be banging. It's not gonna be she ain't giving me nothing.
Yeah.
So this is but on the upside, once I beat her, it's up from there.
Up and it's stuck.
It's up. Like, people, like, it was so crazy how boxing outlets was reaching out to me like, oh, you're fighting her, like all you got to do is go 3-0 and you can get a title fight. And I was like, people don't understand how quick this can go for me. And I just laugh at people.
I mean, look at your amateur career. You 7 times, right?
Yeah, 7-time national champ.
Listen, I mean, I think for me, I didn't have that belief. I didn't have that belief that you'll be doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I can say that. Like, I remember when I was around Bud and they was, Bud was hitting the punching bag, the machines at the bars and stuff like that. And I'm like, I knocked this nigga. I'm so goddamn glad. Right in my motherfucking hands. So I'm just saying that, for those who are doubting and those who don't believe in the journey and stuff, to see your dedication and see how quickly you have came and rose through the ranks. Like, I remember seeing you a couple years ago and I'm like, dang, this the homie girl. You know what I'm saying? Now you a national, a national champ amateur, but now we coming for that pro. So I think that the upside is there. And I think the people, you giving them something to believe in. So the more we can follow your journey, the more your social media presence is there, the more you have a team around you, the more you start merching. I think that within a year or two, you'll see a lot more bandwagon people.
Okay. Yeah. And you know what? It's okay. You know what I mean? I'm being okay with that. Like, that's a part of it. But I'm just embracing the journey.
Yeah. And it's time to it's still prove it time, improving it, not just to everybody. It's more so to yourself and
to myself. I would never known I would be in this position. Like, when
did it change? When did it become real to you that you could actually do this?
Man, I amaze myself. I'm still amazing myself. Like, honestly, like, I was really broken. You know what I mean? So the little broken Brittany is probably like, what? We doing what? I was very shy and introverted, So I don't know. I amaze myself every day. And I think that's why I can keep pushing myself, because I'm not competing with nobody. Like, that's why I get hurt when all these haters and naysayers like, dang, like, I'm really just on my own journey trying to, my long-term goal is generational wealth. You know what I mean? My son, I want him to be set, not having that struggle like I did, and keep that going, like, no, we don't do this. Family, just trying to reteach how I want my legacy to be and how I want my family, my seed to, continue to grow. So it's like when I hear all this, for it hurts my feelings, but then you got to just whatever and keep going on your feelings. So how Omaha just slow. They slow to support, they just slow.
It's God bless like them. One of those things where Omaha holds you to who you used to be, not to who you becoming.
Yeah, I know you. I know where you come from. I know your family. Okay, all right, but I literally, like, that's why I said, people, you gotta. You met me like when on the up and up, you know what I mean? So it's like we got a chance to get to know each other and stuff. So people gotta, if you know me prior, you gotta introduce yourself to me. I'm a whole different person. So it's like they take a defense, like, well, I remember we used to do that and you think you better. No, I'm literally a whole different person.
Actually, yes, I'm not better than you. I'm better than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm better than that. I'm not doing that anymore. Yes. And I'm inviting you to come on this journey with me. I'm not tripping. That's
all I always say. I always test them like, yeah, you can go on the run with me. You want to go on the run? You wanna that's how I test them. That's how I know you all talk.
Oh, you ask too much.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, yeah, we can go pull up. Let's do yoga. You know what I mean? Let's do something like that, because that's what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in gossiping and all the other things I used to do. Like, that is pointless to me.
Speaking, I'm a bridge this. I always say, I wish, if I was in the streets and I went to Vegas, I'd be my date choices would be so crazy. They'd be like, "What y'all want to do?" I'm like, "I'm trying to go to Valley of Fire."
Right.
I'm like, "What's that bar is that?" Like, "No, mama, that's we finna go 40 minutes outside the city, go hiking.
Right.
I'm finna kill you. We finna be out here."
Yeah, that's my turn up.
Right. So speaking of Vegas, man, what's up with predictions on Bud? And have Bud and you been ring talking when he be trying to bite your ear? Like, yeah, the fight is on. He says, don't know, but we at the gym and don't know shit.
We don't know nothing. That's why I'm like, y'all, we don't know nothing. That's Fort Knox up there. Like, they don't talk about, and I see why they do that, and I'm definitely gonna play that, take that play. But yeah, we don't know nothing. But I did hear, just like everybody else hears here and there, that it is gonna happen. November, they're trying to secure the fight, if not the first of the year.
Yeah,
Vegas. So yeah, I mean, I know what y'all know.
Yeah, I tell people, look, I'm an investigator. I tell them an investigative story about a chick last night, but I was like, man, okay. They was like, all right, rumors say it's gonna be in November, so I'm thinking, okay, Spence been fighting at Cowboy Stadium. Think if they go to Vegas, it's one of the only neutral sites.
Yep.
It's got to be in Raiders Stadium.
Oh, okay.
So I went and looked up the Las Vegas Raiders football schedule. Lo and behold, the weekend of like the 12th and all that, it's a bye week. So in my mind, and I think some other people looked it up because I started seeing a lot of the ticket prices started changing when they announced that it might be in November. People started booking just in case, because like, you book Southwest, you can free changes and cancellations in this.
Oh yeah,
so
smart.
Listen, so that's when I thought, I was like, but I ain't, I'm still on the up and up with my pocketbook. So unless something shift real quick, I ain't gonna be ready for that one. But you plan on going?
So I never was like the entourage on none of the other fights, because I've been saving it for this fight. So yeah, I'm gonna be there. Like, yeah, what you need? You need to hold your water. You need a towel. I'm full entourage
She
mode.
try to be on the camera. We got the ranked number 5.
Yes,
That's a plug, man.
Man, I'm using it to my advantage. Like I waited. I was like, no, I gotta wait till I got something shaking myself, because that's weird to me.
Oh yeah,
because I feel like another man's success ain't your success.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I never felt comfortable doing that. But now we in different spots. So yeah, I'm gonna be there networking.
Like you said, now the clique is tight now. And Spence fans, Omaha fans get a little rowdy. You got to be ready to.
Hey, I said no. That's because they was already on that at the gym. They was already on there. Like, I can't wait to see this person that was talking stuff. I can't wait. I'm gonna. I said, I'm trying to be cute. Like, I'm not trying to fight. No, I'm trying to be cute. It's like, you better wear some flats. I'm like, oh man. Now I'm gonna have to, the crew.
You be like, I got my nails. You got like, no, I'm at the nail. I got y'all though. I'm gonna be.
But you know what? Anytime I'm around, I'm ghost.
Yeah.
I'm not in it for that. Like they be like, where Bri at? I see. I'm out.
That's
why because there's so many people that just come out of nowhere. Like, where y'all been at? You be at the gym? Where the people be at?
I don't know where they be at. They just pop up. I be like, who is that on walking out with them?
Hey.
They ain't even nobody old. I ain't seen you in no pictures.
That's what I'm like. Well, who are you? I don't like all that. I keep my circle small, and I want solid people around me, because you don't know people's intentions. So I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool on that. So I'm really reserved and whatever. But you'll see me pop out for this fight, though, for sure.
Yep. Man, we got Bri in here got her pro debut September 3rd.
Yes.
At Septemberfest. We going for this dub, man. It's first step, man. All focus on first steps.
Yep.
So good luck.
Thank you.
That endeavor and all of your other endeavors with Bri's balance and your professional career and
coaching and everything you got going
being
on.
A mom. Not just a mother, a mothering mother.
Yeah. Like I'm a real mom.
Raising a boy out here. So
man,
trying to raise a man.
Man, you know what? I'm so glad that I don't gotta do it alone no more, because I felt like it was okay until last year.
Oh, yeah.
Last year,
I'm like, yeah, when his nuts drop.
yeah, that's exactly. Last year, I was like, I need a little help, and I think God didn't answer my prayers now, because I was like, oh yeah, I can't. It was throwing me off. I was fine. I was unbalanced.
Look, he went from mom to mom.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, and just
3-piece on them.
right. I was like, dang, I don't want to have to just. Cause
you got to stop. You gotta.
You got to. Midas right. We understand who we can't whoop.
Yeah,
telling you.
Okay.
You gotta drop a 3-piece. On
okay, 3-piece. Okay.
Drop a 3-piece.
If he get to that point,
no pop.
Yeah, he get to that point. Listen, fortunately, the laws are skewed a little bit, so you can piece him up. Go ahead, do what they ain't gonna take you to jail for that. Go on, do what if it came to that, he a good dude, man. That's a good little man right there. So he good right now. But I know we gonna test the waters now.
Oh, he gonna ooh, Lord. Last year he was testing. I was like, oh yeah, I don't want to do this. Like, this is very hard. Like, what? But yeah, it's a little better. It's a little better now. So yeah. But yeah. I was like, dang, I gotta accelerate. That's why I gotta keep going. He getting old. Like, college is around the corner.
Right. Start moving around. Like, hold on, let me put this dress on when I go out today. Put these flats away. Put these heels on. Like, hey, dude, yeah, gotta be a good one. We good to go out here,
Right,
man. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I got my tickets already. We gonna be in the building.
You was one of the first.
Listen,
one of the first.
I go to the
That's
fights.
my bro.
I'm there from fight one. Like, everybody ain't like me. Like, I like to see everything. Like, I'm like that with concerts.
Really?
I don't care. Like, I care about the main act. But if I love the main act, I know you're not gonna put too much bullshit on before you. So it gives me an opportunity to learn somebody else and see somebody fresh. And so I do that in every endeavor. Like, I'm always on. I try to be on time to events so I can see what other talents and with the mindset that they're working their way up, and me being in a field, yeah, like I'm in a field as well that has to work their way up. So I understand what it's like being first, and trying to grasp a crowd, but you get the people who truly love whatever that thing is there, and they more likely to invest in that, in that person when they know that you're great at their craft,
right?
So I like to be early. So yeah, I'm gonna get my ticket. I'm like,
in those earlier stages, that's when they're the hungriest too. So that's you see the best of people.
So yeah, man,
come up, But you're just a good person, because most people don't think like that. So you're just a good person.
I'm not there for the show. I'm there. I'm not just there for the main show. That's not.
People literally be like, "We're gonna come at this time," to skip all of that. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm telling you, like, I literally the guy that'll be at the club at 9:30.
Oh no!
And like, listen, because I
don't know. She might have lost me on that. I don't know.
But it depends. So like, you gotta understand. Like, even me as a DJ, like, the DJs early in the set, you gotta save all your bangers. So if you play in the club, you saving all that. So now I get to hear what you'd like to do. When ain't nobody there, I get to. It's freedom. It's the best feeling in the world. Knowing, like, when you know it's finna be packed, but now you got nobody in the club, about 12 people. And you know they only there because either they got really great drinks or great food, or they really enjoy music, so they just there kicking it. So you get to really get in your shit, and I get to hear who you are as an actual musician, as a DJ. So that's why I like to go.
Different perspective.
Like, Soul was here. He talked about his experience, and the guy promoter from Miami was there early in the club. He's like, this dude here is hella early, so he just doing his thing. Dude's like, hey man, you want to come to Miami and do a residency? And Soul was at the time had his own club here, Planet Soul. So he was like, nah, I'm trying to build my thing here. And he was like, yeah, all right, cool. He wasn't tripping. But he's like, I wasn't even thinking about the market. Market share, the opportunities, being around different types of people, different types of money. Being in Miami, because I was too focused on building Omaha and not just taking a 3-month hiatus.
Oh my God.
So he talks about these things and stuff. Like that. Like, those people, I'm like those people. I don't got them connections yet. But that's like, I'm that guy. Like, I want to see who's up and coming, what they really do, what the skill is, like, and I enjoy the process of watching people through their process.
Oh man, it's the connections, really. It's, I mean, you can have all the skill, talent in the world, but if you don't have that platform or that connector to get you to the next stage,
somebody got to find you.
You gotta, and there's no, like, I was just talking about that, there's no like discovery anymore. You know how back in the day someone got discovered? We don't have that.
That's the A&Rs, and that's in every field. Every scouts, A&Rs, they're the same thing.
Yeah.
So we're kind of losing that.
Right, we're losing that in that era. So then, like, what's the fix? What's the go-to?
I don't think there's not a real way around it. Somebody has to go get the talent eventually.
And somebody got to develop it because that used to be a major part too, was artist development. They don't, now you got to come as a ready to go package.
Right.
Put a little more money behind you so they can make more money.
And that's what I'm getting into, the business side now. And I don't really like it, but you got to figure out how to navigate it. And it's just like, you don't have these followers, you don't have this and this, and that's why it's important to come out to my fight to show them that, because it's a business. You can't sell tickets, and people are like, oh, but when are you gonna be on TV? First it was, when you gonna turn pro? Okay, I turned pro. Now it's, when you gonna be on TV? I can't get on TV if y'all gonna come out and support, because they're looking at viewers. You know what I mean? Can you sell? You know what I mean? So it's just like, you gotta think about the bigger picture. If you want your person, whoever you, to succeed, you gotta support them. You gotta show up. You gotta pull up. So that's where we're at now. So people, it's not, enjoy yourself. Y'all gonna have a good time. At the fights. The fights is actually kind of lit. Like
when there last year.
Yeah, it was kind of lit. You're gonna have a good time, but just know that you gotta support the people, your local talent, in order for them to make it. So I try to be an example. I'm trying to do better at that. I don't really like people, so I'd rather be at home watching Netflix, but I try to at least I'm trying to get out here. That's why I'm at the Fab Lab a little more, because I'm trying to get intertwined with my community. And like this, like he told me literally last minute, but let's do it, because I'm trying to be intentional. You know what I mean? I can't call for my community to support me if I ain't support my community.
That part.
So, well, we appreciate it, and make sure you get your 25 followers to subscribe so we can get 100. And
hey, y'all subscribe, okay? Y'all subscribe.
You got something, John?
Man, no, that's it, man. I just want to say thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for your platform, and for inspiring other young ladies to let them know what's possible. I think we got to see examples of what the changes we want to be. So thank you for being an example of that change.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, man. It's been a great day. September 3rd at Septemberfest, Omaha, Nebraska. She is making her pro debut. We going for this dub.
Yes.
If I still have a voice by then, you'll hear me, because my voice box burnt out. I can't scream too much, but I might sneak. I'm gonna sneak by the ring.
That's what I was like. Yeah, I'm gonna hear you. You
in here.
You my man, so you can come up there, bro.
Let me in here. The one person we gonna hear is Bernie.
Oh yeah, we gonna hear Bernie. Oh Lord, we gonna hear him. He was just on my neck today. So, yeah,
good. But yeah, man, we there to support. Make sure y'all come in droves. Come in droves.
Yeah,
to support. It ain't expensive. Bri, you still got a couple tickets on you?
Yeah. Yep, I do. So just hit me up. Bri Parker Boxing, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. DM me, and I'll get you a ticket. They're only $30. You can't even get a meal for $30. Come support.
Yeah, man. Been a great day, man.
All right.
For the community, man. This your boy. Hey, make sure y'all like, subscribe, follow, comment, all that good stuff.
All that. And me too.
Yeah, and her page. She said Bri Parker Boxing. Follow her on the IG and everything. So this your host, man. Giddy Jicky with it.
It's your other host, Johnny No Good.
We out of here.
Peace. I almost said for today again. I was about to say for today again, just for the joke. Listen for today. It's your host for today.
The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast.